me yet.
They were like, well, what about if you go mud bogging? I'm like, what? I'm not going mud bogging.
Wait, what? I'm not leaving the road.
My plan is to stay on the road.
See that road? I'm going to be on it.
I'm going to be on that thing.
I'm not leaving
I don't want to be
the
off
road.
on the side.
I'm not.
Where it's all gunky and goopy.
If there's a mud bog, I'm not going
through it.
No. I didn't buy a Jeep to mud bog. I'm going to take my Jeep to the store bog.
Connie and Curtis on Channel 95.7.
Which, here's another interesting thing about being a Jeep Wrangler owner.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I don't have one anymore, but I used to.
Okay.
And they do Jeep jamborees, like all around the country.
And you go and you hang with Jeep owners?
Yes, I never did it.
Okay.
But apparently you do, and you can go mud bogging at those events.
Fun. That's like when you go to Sturgis on your Harley.
Yep.
And you do like the burnouts and you
Yep.
totally ruin your $1,000 tire.
Yeah.
And you say, yeah, look at me. Woo! And
That's
then
exactly what it's like.
They give you a $100 gift card and say, you're the winner. And you're like, whoa.
Yay.
I just ruined my bike really bad.
Yeah.
That's all right. We have a little joke in my family, just between me and Katie, about Jeeps, because I wanted to get one of those, the new longer Jeeps when we were buying a car.
Right.
And she absolutely did not want to get one of those because, the ride is a little bumpier. It's not the best gas mileage.
No.
So she did not want that at all, like zero.
Super great in the winter, though.
Yes. So we were looking at cars, and we were on one lot, and they had them.
Mm-hmm.
So we were looking at the specific vehicle that she wanted, and then I said, and you know what I really want is sitting right over there. And the guy selling them says, oh, I have one of those. I love it.
Oh.
And I said, yeah, but you don't get very good gas mileage. He's like, oh, no, maybe 12 miles per gallon.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I got a family. I'll be driving around to soccer games. It's not that good. And he's like, and the ride isn't that smooth, because it's a Jeep. So now anytime we pass them, I say, you miserable bastard. I feel so bad for you riding around in your horrible
you must
car.
hate it.
You're so sad. And Katie will be like, just shut up. Seriously. Like, I feel bad. Should we pull over? Should we flag that guy down and give him a ride where he's going?
Because he's probably got chest pain.
We don't want him to have
so
to
much.
ride in his super cool, fun Jeep.
That's horrible.
Oh, I feel so bad.
I'll
for
tell
all
you this,
people.
though. The one of the most difficult things about having a Jeep
Yeah.
was when you took the top off.
Right? It's too sunny.
It was too sunny.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it would rain and you didn't have a chance. There was like no way for you to stop and get the top back up.
So then you got some water on it.
So then you got to drive faster.
No. Faster in the rain?
It seemed like every time I took the top off my stupid Jeep,
It rained?
It would rain.
That's funny. That is funny. Well,
And the forecast would be like sunny and 83 today.
yeah.
No.
Rain.
Rain.
My sister
Right on my Jeep.
has a Jeep. When any time that she would take the top off, again, it would rain too. And my dad was like, well, stop taking the top off. That was his solution to make it not rain anymore.
It would be very sad to have a Jeep and not
never,
take the. No,
never
that would
take it
be
off.
super sad to me.
She just decided she had it off all summer. She didn't care.
Yeah.
If it rained on her, whatever.
Yep.
This is my Jeep. I'm going with it. And then when it would turn wintertime, she'd put the top on. And it's a soft top, so it's not like it's warm. I said you could just keep the soft top off in the winter, and it's not helping you at all. It's holding in the little bit of heat coming out of the vent. That's it. That's all you
I had a
got.
soft top too. It was a fun car.
Super fun.
It was super fun.
But so miserable to drive.
But
Those
my-
poor people.
Yeah, horrible.
I feel for you every time I see you. I hold candlelight vigils for you every night at my
Someday
house.
your kids will be gone and off to college, then they'll be adults and they won't be living with you anymore, and you can buy whatever kind of car
I
you
can buy
want.
whatever I want.
What would you rather have? A Jeep Wrangler
Okay.
or a Mini Cooper?
Those Mini Coopers are very nice.
Ding, ding,
I think
ding,
Mini
ding,
Cooper.
ding, ding, Mini Cooper.
Those are awesome.
Maybe you'll get one.
And maybe for a gift? Is that what you're just hinting at?
I don't know. Maybe your
It's
wife
the
will
most
buy you
generous
one.
gift ever.
Yeah, no kidding.
Didn't it sound like she was getting ready to gift me a Mini Cooper?
No, I think she was just asking you what your preference was
She said,
for when
"Thank you, Amanda."
purchase.
She said, well, maybe you'll get one.
Maybe you will.
That's what I say to my kids. If
Maybe-
we're walking in the like Toys R Us and somebody says, I love this doll that eats and then poops. And I go, well, maybe you'll get one. And then we just keep on walking.
Yeah,
Like,
because don't they earn their own money?
yeah, but this was like back in the day. Like I would gift it
He's
to
just
them.
wishful thinking right
Okay.
now.
I think, fingers
Yes,
crossed.
I have so much money lying around
You
that
get
I'm
me a
just
Mini
going
Cooper.
to get you a Mini Cooper.
Give me a used
I mean,
one.
or a Jeep Wrangler, whatever your choice is.
I'll flip a coin
Preference.
at this point.
Whatever,
yeah,
Curtis.
Flip a coin. It's up to you. I'd go Mini Cooper, I think.
Okay, well, good luck with that.
Thanks. You can get one on a used lot. You're
Yeah.
the
I'm
best.
still not buying it for you.
You are the best friend I've ever had
not
in my
getting it
entire
for
life.
you.
This is awesome.
Welcome to Tuesday. Oh, yeah.
You just
T-shirt
made my
Tuesday?
day. You made my day.
T-shirt Tuesday is happening
T-shirt
today.
Tuesday. Hey, who knows? Maybe you'll win one.
Who knows? Maybe you will.
Maybe right now. 7708-957. Call. We got 2 shirts for you. One is for you. One is for your friend if you want to give it to them, or they're both for you. Wear them on back-to-back days. Or,
You don't have to give them away.
you know what else you could do?
You keep them all for yourself.
And I can't believe it's taken me 2 years to think of this application
What?
for the Connie and Curtis Unfunny shirt.
What?
You put one on, you put the other one on, and then you take off your shirt and you're wearing the same shirt underneath.
You're like one of those dolls.
Classic humor. Yeah, that's awesome. So now 3 applications for the Connie and Curtis Unfunny shirt, and you're getting 2 of them right now at 7708-957. It's that easy.
Last week at this time, we were off yesterday.
Last week at
Does that
this
sentence make
time, we
sense?
were off yesterday. That's true. We didn't have a Monday
Yeah.
last week.
No.
This week we did have a Monday.
Yeah.
I felt like the Monday went all right.
I felt like the Monday went all right, too.
It was super windy.
Very windy.
51-mile-an-hour winds in Grand Rapids yesterday. That's how windy it was.
Yeah, what was the deal with that?
And it rained. Some of the hardest rain I've ever seen in my life.
In your whole life?
I think.
In your entire life?
I think when it's raining that hard and I am taken aback that I think to myself, this is the hardest rain I've ever seen in my life.
Connie and Curtis, who's this?
Hi, this is Bobby. I was trying to win the T-shirt.
Well, you're
You
done
won
trying
'em.
because now you're the winner.
Yay!
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Really?
We
We
got-
would not lie about that, my
No,
love.
we're not allowed to. We got the 2 shirts for you. You can either wear them both at the same time and take one off and be like, hey, now I'm wearing the same shirt again. You can give one to a friend, or you can wear them on back-to-back days. You got so many choices now.
You can do whatever you want with them.
Yeah. Hold on.
Awesome.
We'll get your information.
We've got more later on.
It's that easy.
It's how we roll on a Tuesday.
That's how we roll on a Tuesday.
I kind of have a headache going on right now.
What's going on?
I don't know. I think maybe my headband's too tight.
Okay, you are wearing a very tight-looking headband. Like, I saw that it looked very tight.
You did not.
No, I did.
You're so full of
I'm
it.
not full of it.
You
but I
are
didn't want.
too.
I didn't want to say anything because it's kind of digging in underneath your ears, and I didn't want to say anything because if it wasn't
Ugh.
hurting you,
What
I
are
didn't
you
want
doing
to think
looking
about it.
underneath my ear, behind my ears is
When
where
you
you would
turn
have
your
to be
head, I can
looking.
see behind your
Let's
ears.
see. You can't. It is not. You're so full of it.
Okay, then I don't know what's giving you the headache. Why don't you lay down?
I don't know. Maybe it's you. Lay down. Okay.
Yeah, just lie down. You got this.
Done.
Just close your eyes. I had the weirdest dream last night. Okay, listen to this. So I went to bed after The Bachelor, and then woke up at 11, and I had to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
So, 11 o'clock. So at 3 o'clock, I wake up again. Okay, 3 a.m. And in my dream, I had fallen asleep here at work at 11 a.m. and was waking up at 3 p.m. Like I had slept
For 4 hours.
just a 4-hour nap in the middle of the day in
our office.
in the break room, not in our office. In the break room.
Okay.
I had some headphones in. I was listening to our podcast at mychannel957.com. So I was listening to it, had headphones in, and then I walked into our office, and everyone who works here was in our office watching TV, and they couldn't get the TV to change channels, and they needed me. Oh, great, you're up. How do you change the channel on this TV? So then I changed the channel.
weird dream.
I changed the channel for them, and then I went back to sleep. Like in my real life, I went back to sleep. Is that the weirdest dream ever?
I don't know about ever, but it is a weird dream.
They're all sitting in our office watching TV.
Yeah, what do you think that dream
And they
means?
couldn't change the channel.
Yeah, that's strange.
I
We
don't
did
know.
used to have a TV in our office that was pretty buddy.
Do we not have a TV anymore?
Oh, no, it's in there. It just doesn't have channels.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, we haven't watched it in a long time. We only watched it 2 times. One time we watched some very awesome Native American ritual. That was on like PBS.
We did.
And another time we watched like Family Feud. Mm-hmm. That was awesome. That was a good day. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so they're all in our office. I don't know what the deal was.
Yeah, that's a strange
I
dream.
think it's because people go in our office all throughout the day, and I know it.
Right.
You know, so they're always
And
in our office.
it sounds like you might have a little problem with it.
Maybe I do.
Yeah.
Maybe I do.
Like just letting themselves in our office.
Yes,
We don't
well-
let ourselves into your office.
No, and
Right.
it came about because it's T-shirt Tuesday today, and normally they go into our office to get the T-shirts that you have won on a T-shirt
Right.
Tuesday because we don't have a place to put them up by the front desk, so they have to go in and get them. So I think that's what it is. Like I am just listening and thinking about this.
But the good thing about when they usually, a lot of times when they go into our office, they're bringing us presents. Like
Yes.
sometimes we'll walk in and there'll be just beer.
Yeah, we like that.
And we're like, what Where'd the beer come from since yesterday?
Right. And then we where'd the beer
Sometimes
go?
they're like flowers.
One time there were
You
flowers.
just never know what's going to be.
They just come right into our office. They don't care.
Which, if they're bringing us presents, I don't mind.
We don't even need a lock.
Well,
We need a lock.
we need a lock.
Okay, perfect.
Gotta
Awesome.
keep the riff
More
raff
T-shirts to win. How's your head now? Is it better?
No,
Okay, yeah. But you left the
I
headband
just took some
on.
Advil though.
Okay, well,
I
fingers
don't know
crossed.
that it's the headband.
Okay, because it is kind of digging in. I can definitely see it.
Okay. Well, Son of a Beach Festival that we've been telling you about lately. We've got tickets for that for
love
you today
it.
too.
We're-
That's happening a week from Friday.
We're bringing dump trucks full of sand into our parking lot. Well, one dump truck at least.
and a Jimmy Buffett tribute band.
And a Zach Brown
Brown
band tribute band.
Band tribute band tribute band
Tribute band.
tribute band.
It'll be awesome. ZBTB, they're called.
ZBTB.
And Parrots of the Caribbean.
Yeah, so we'll have tickets for that
Puns.
for that later on this morning before 10 o'clock.
Puns are funny.
All right, 71 and some clouds today. It is 69 right now, 616.
Want to be
628 on Channel 95.7.
Thank you for singing to me right there. You serenaded me.
You are so welcome.
I appreciate it. I am laughing because, the site BuzzFeed, they do all the quizzes that we love.
Mm-hmm.
They just totally sucked me in, and I am so ready for summer.
What happened?
That I am now just going through list after list after list of ways to improve your beach experience. Even though the water in Grand Haven is still not even 60 degrees. I'm ready.
cold.
I'm ready to go to the beach.
What are they saying you should do?
Well, there are some great ideas.
Wetsuit?
Because they think that it's gonna be warm. So
yeah.
they are saying that you could make a bag out of window screens, so that all the sand falls through, so you don't have sand in your bag at the end of your beach trip. They're saying you could make a beach chair out of a towel and some broomsticks. They are telling me how to sneak booze to the beach. They are telling me so many things.
Oh,
How to get
sounds like somebody who would have to have a lot of time on their hands.
How to get sand off of myself at the end of the beach day. You use baby powder. Telling me how to hide my money at my towel.
Don't you shower after a beach day?
Yeah, but not at the beach.
Okay, but don't you shower after a beach day?
Like when I get home.
Yeah.
But it's a 40-minute drive.
So you're going to put baby powder all over your body, and that's a waste of baby powder.
It is?
Just wipe it all off. Once the sand's dry.
Right. You got to wait
Comes off.
you got to wait for the sand to dry.
Yeah.
But if you're in a rush,
Those
baby
sound
powder
like
will
really
do it.
stupid ideas.
It talks about how to
Just my opinion.
make some popsicles in paper Dixie cups so that you can just rip the paper off and you'll be all set. All kinds of stuff. Just fun.
And where are you learning this, on BuzzFeed?
On BuzzFeed. Just how to do fun beach things. I'm ready to go to the beach. Tells me that I can cut apart pop cans and slide them over beer cans so no one will know. Tells me to use
I think my dad used to do that.
a fitted bed sheet as my beach blanket.
Okay.
And then put something in each corner so that it's up, and then it gives me a little perimeter so sand won't come in there. It gives me all kinds of ideas. I'm loving it.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I'm ready for the beach. Are you ready for the beach?
Yeah, I totally am.
Yeah. When do we get to go to the beach? Like 2 months. But you know where we get to go to the fake beach? Next Friday. Boom.
What's next Friday?
Son of the beach.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
here. We got sand. We got fun. You don't even need beach hacks. You just hang out with us, right? We're dancing, we're singing, we're smiling, we're high-fiving.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun summer party.
Yeah.
No Lake Michigan, because it's down in our parking lot, but we're bringing in sand and everything.
Yeah, no lake even.
No
like,
lake.
No water.
No water.
We were trying to figure out yesterday because I'm trying to figure out what to wear to this thing. Like, do I wear a swimsuit? Do I wear shorts? And Katie said, is there going to be water? And I said, well, probably not like a body of water, but you never know. I don't know. We haven't talked to Angela. Maybe there's a kiddie pool. Maybe there's something. And if there's even
I hope there's a kiddie pool.
even if there's the smallest amount of water, I'm going to be in it. That's something that I
That's
learned
true.
when I was 2.
Yeah.
That was discovered about me. I will find the smallest amount of water and I will be in it.
We'll have tickets for that later on this morning. Did you see
Water
that Uranus was supposed to be
Whoa.
named George? Uranus,
My anus was going to be named what?
the planet,
Oh.
was supposed to be named George.
No, I did not.
That's strange.
Why did they go
Some
with...
British astronomer discovered it, and he wanted to name it George after King George III, but then everybody outside of England rejected it.
What if we had, we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, George and Pluto. That would not have fit. It would have had to have been something like Georgius or something, right? It would have had to, but I like Uranus better. Why did he switch?
Greek god of the sky is Uranus, but it's spelled differently.
Okay.
It's O-U-R, anus.
Uranus.
It's
You can't have a planet named Uranus.
No, you can't.
Have you seen Uranus? What are you sharing? You sharing one? No, it's Uranus. It's right up there. It's so good. We don't share. We don't share that at all.
Think about the jokes we would have missed out on over the years.
The Uranus jokes, exactly. The George jokes.
It's spelled that way, but it's pronounced Uranus. the Greek god's spelling is O-U-R, but it's pronounced the same way.
Why does that make me laugh every time you say it?
Oh, Curtis.
That is the funniest.
'Cause you're 10.
The funniest planet name ever.
It is. I agree with you.
Uranus.
I agree. Really?
Did you see Uranus last night? No. Don't have a mirror yet. Can't help you. You need,
Yet?
You would need 2 mirrors for that. Well, yeah. Right? You would do it like the eclipse.
You don't
Yeah.
have a mirror yet?
That's what you would.
Yes.
That's what would be the reason that you hadn't seen
I need to
it.
get to the mall and buy a mirror.
2 mirrors.
2 mirrors.
You would need. Mm-hmm. Not just one.
No.
If it was Uranus, then that'd be easier to see. Right? But Uranus, no, cannot do that at all.
Okay, I'm sorry I brought it up.
I'm so happy you did.
I'm
This
sure
is
you
awesome, George.
Connie and Curtis.
Paramore on the new channel 95.7, 645, 71 and just a few clouds today. It is 69 right now. It's beautiful.
It is. It's gorgeous
Looking pretty.
Super windy again today. Those flags continue to flap, flap, flap. I got 2 animal stories. Which would you like?
One of them?
A or number 2?
Number 2.
Number 2 is about bees in Beeville, Texas. So there's a town called Beeville, Texas. This town is named after bees. Okay. So a guy's doing his farm work. He's on his tractor, and he is swarmed by bees. Bzz, 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 stung a bazillion times. His family rushes out to help him because he's like, bees. His family runs out. They're being stung too. They had to get a fire truck and then shoot the hose at them. And then the bees went away. They got watered. But Beeville.
Is that true?
That's true. It happened in Beeville.
Is it spelled B-E-Eville?
It is. Now, it's not named after bees.
Okay.
It's named after the guy who founded it, Benny B.
What are the chances?
Chances are great in this instance because it did definitely happen.
Crazy.
But South Texas, tons of bees. Remember, Texas is where we first learned about the killer bees because they were coming from Mexico. So there were all kinds of
No,
news
I don't
stories.
remember that.
Like 10 or 15 years ago, there were all kinds of stories about bees coming into America from Mexico where they were angry and they were infiltrating and killing all the American bees and just stinging people. And they would show barns.
Is that true?
Yeah, they would show barns with they were covered by bees, a bazillion of them.
Don't remember that.
You don't remember the bee
Do you guys remember that?
infestation?
No.
You remember, Amanda.
Nobody
You're
remembers
just-
that but
I
you.
don't remember that happening ever.
You're just saying that. Bees are all over. Now these bees are attacking this family in Beeville.
And so they had to shoot a fire hose.
A water hose at them, got the bees away from the family.
Oh, I wonder how many times they were stung. That's horrible.
Well, none of them were seriously injured.
Okay.
And one of them was even allergic to bees. But he had his EpiPen.
That's scary.
Put it in, totally saved.
That's scary.
Made-
Okay, what's your other animal story?
Okay, number 2 is not helping my cause for getting a dog at all. Okay, so I want a dog really bad. Katie, my wife, does not want a dog. She is a home health nurse, so she goes to people's houses and sees just dogs just jumping on her all the time, and she doesn't like that.
Right.
So I am trying to say, dogs are okay. Dogs are nice. Not going to help me here. A guy in Boston has his dog. The dog's super excited. Goes in the car, jumps into the car, knocks it into gear, steps down on the gas pedal, drives his car into a pond. Drove the guy's car into a pond.
You know the moral of that story? Leave your car door closed.
Right. He was getting out of it.
Leave your car door closed.
How are you going to get out of your car? You're then trapped by your little
Get out.
puppy?
If you can't keep your puppy out of your
Go
car,
through the window?
you got a serious issue. You probably shouldn't have one.
Puppy went in, running around in there, knocked it into gear, jumped on the gas. Goodbye, Irene. Into a pond.
That's
Another
super
reason.
sad.
I saw 5 of the cutest puppies ever yesterday, and I texted a picture of them to Katie and said, which one do you want? And she wrote back, none. How do you do that? It's like she doesn't have a heart.
Oh.
It's like she's the Grinch, the puppy Grinch.
It is not like that. Curtis, you're allergic to them.
And I was sneezing all the rest of the day and I couldn't
Okay.
breathe, but she is the puppy Grinch.
No, Curtis. She's looking out for you.
No.
She loves you. She doesn't want her husband to be
No.
sneezing and sick all the
Incorrect.
time.
Incorrect. My allergy does not weigh at all on her decision.
Hey, we have the anti-Amanda on the phone.
Hey, we do? Are you married and happy?
No, it's Lori. Supposedly she remembers the bees you were talking about.
Oh, okay, Laura. You remember when the bees were coming in from Mexico into Texas?
I do remember that.
Yes.
I couldn't tell you exactly how many years ago it was, but it wasn't that long ago.
No, I think it was between 5 and 10 years ago.
It could be, yeah. I do remember that.
Thank you.
And so they were angry.
well, they were
They
mad.
were angry. Yeah, they were killing the American bees, and it was a big issue. You can Google it; you'll find it.
You can totally Google it.
We could.
I mean,
mean,
Amanda's
I just
Good.
learned how to Google.
Amanda's
so.
still
did just
she's
learn.
still new to the Google, but yeah, it was like 10 or 5 years ago. Bees coming from Mexico, killing the American bees, and they were saying that they were so dangerous. Like we didn't know what we were going to do with them. Were they going to kill livestock? Nobody knew what was going to happen.
Have they moved further up the country, or did they just stay in Texas?
They were hoping to contain them. So I think
Thanks,
that they,
Lori.
I think that they did just stay in Texas. I haven't heard any more,
Okay.
but they were buying. They were buying like other insects from other countries to kill the bees. So then they were just unleashing all of these new bugs.
Where
so then
was I when this was happening? I do not remember this.
Some people were saying, well, now we're going to have these new bug problems. And then they're like, well, would you rather have this new bug or would you rather have bees? And they were like, well, we'll take the new bug. But then the new bug started eating the crops and they had to buy like different mice. It was a huge thing.
I had 8 million bees at my house for the course of probably the past 3 or 4 weeks.
8 million?
And now that all the flowers are gone off my trees, the bees are gone.
The bees don't care about you anymore.
Yay!
Now, do you have any flowers
For
that are going to
1
come out of the
month.
ground?
No.
Whew, you're lucky
Nope, none.
because they'll be back.
I didn't plant a one this year.
We got the ground flowers too. So
Yeah.
where all of our flowers fell off the trees, yeah, then we're bee free for a few weeks, but
Mm-hmm.
then ground flowers start picking up.
Did I tell you about the ant that I saw carrying the bee butt?
No, tell me about it.
I saw an ant carrying a bee butt.
Okay, awesome.
That's my story. It was a giant ant, and it was a
Giant butt.
what's the bee that's round?
Bumblebee.
It was
Yeah.
a bumblebee butt. You know how they have hard butts.
Yeah.
Like if it hits your wall, it goes
Dunk, yeah. That's their face that they hit it with.
whatever. It was the butt part.
Okay.
And that's all that was there. Was just that little
And he
hard
was carrying
black
it.
part.
And he was just on a
These
walk by
ants,
himself.
He must have been trying to pull it towards his house.
They got super strength, those ants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant bee butt. It was like, I don't know, 8 times the size of the ant. I know.
We saw 2 ants where Elizabeth thought, remember I told her she smashed a giant ant the other day?
With a
Like, hey,
basketball?
look at that ant. And I went, oh, yeah, cool. And she smushed it. But we saw 2 other ants that same day, and
Mm-hmm.
in fact, around that same time. And she thought the one was dragging an ant, but they were both alive.
What were they doing?
They're fighting.
They were fighting.
Also, have you ever seen an ant war?
No.
My favorite thing in the neighborhood is the ant war. It's where ants from one side of the sidewalk meet up with ants from the other side of the sidewalk in the middle of the sidewalk, and they're fighting.
Is
Have
it a
you seen these?
musical?
No.
Sounds like a musical.
It's not a musical.
West Side Story with ants.
They just fight. They just fight. We put a patio in. We put a patio in, and we disrupted the ant, whatever.
The ant flow?
The ant flow. So she's in town. So the ant flow is disrupted. So one group of ants had to go walking for new food because we had disrupted them.
Oh, no.
And they had the biggest ant war ever. There had to have been 1 million ants. Ant war.
So were they actually fighting with each other?
Totally fighting. Oh yeah,
How are
get
they
in the,
fighting?
They get in the middle and they like bite each other.
Oh, they bite each
They
other.
they pincer. So they're eating each other. It's great. Ant war. You've never seen an ant war?
No, and I hope I never do.
You would be afraid of it because it looks like the sidewalk is alive and furry. But it's not. It's an ant war.
Did you see those what do they call them? Midge flies up on Mackinac?
Oh.
They said swarms of
So
them last
many.
weekend.
So many of
They
them.
showed a picture.
And the lake
I had
flies.
to look away.
Anytime you drive by a lake now, you see all the lake flies. Well, they're gone now because May flies. Now will be the June bugs. This is bug talk with Connie and Curtis. Yeah, the mayflies were super bad. I have a buddy who
Gross.
lives by a lake up Silver Lake. So we're over there. Tons of mayflies everywhere. It's like, ugh. How do you live here, right?
I don't know if May flies where I'm at now. I know Midge flies were.
Midge, May, Madge, it doesn't matter. Anything that starts with an M and is a
I
fly.
hate bugs, but because of Maya Angelou, now I feel like I can't step on one.
Exactly.
Yesterday, there was a big ant on my sidewalk,
And?
I scooted it to the grass.
You touched it.
with my foot and my shoe.
You kicked it.
No,
She
I
would
scooted
approve.
it. Yes, she would approve.
Connie and